YouTube? What's up? I'm just reading the label here on this new trophy. Masters Men's Classic Physique overall winner. I freaking did it. 70 weeks later, my 2024 New Year's resolution has come to fruition. I placed 4th in the novice category and 1st in the Masters 35 category, and then for the overall Masters I took 1st. So the entire process went incredibly fast. It was a blur when I was on stage, but I never felt too nervous right before going on stage. You just kind of go out there and listen for the commands and just do what you've practiced a bunch. My only big issue is I competed in a 3rd category in an open class B, and the categories of going on stage were back to back to back, and I did not practice my conditioning enough to maintain a hard posture for over 15 minutes. And my chest started to sweat, my forehead started to sweat, and there were just streaks of tan going down my body. So when they were doing call outs to the front row, I was immediately put to the side because I'm sure the tan just looked unsightly. Luckily, the sportsmanship at this show was top notch, and one of the other competitors helped me out backstage by like drying off the sweat and kind of fixing the tan that was creating like dark lines. So it was cool to meet some of the guys and just see the passion in these young guys. I was 38 years old, and in the novice category it went from 19 to 27, and then me at 38. So just the fact that I was up there with some dudes that still have incredibly fast metabolisms and a huge passion and a long runway ahead of them, it was cool to see, because I never had that at that age. I cared more about working and getting finished with school, and they're diving into a passion early, so it's pretty cool to see. In terms of the results and the judging, I think everything was done fairly. It was pretty obvious who the most prepared and most conditioned were. The difference between going on stage the very first time versus people that have been there and done that more than once, it was also pretty obvious. So there's just so many things that went into the day that I was not expecting, and yeah, it was a blur. It's kind of actually hard to recall. Like, I had my brother in the audience who had some video and photos, so looking back from that, it was kind of like, oh yeah, I remember that, but just recalling it was such a blur. But in terms of competing more, I'm gonna have to take a little bit and reflect on this experience, because what I saw on stage means I have a lot more work to do, even in the amateur level. And I know what kind of rabbit hole that's going to take, because I already put a lot of things in my life on hold for this pursuit. And I can't necessarily say that that would be fair to continue at an even more intense pace for my friends and family and things that I like to do. So I have other passion projects other than bodybuilding that, I'd like to get going in my life. But it doesn't mean I'm done. It also doesn't mean that I'm going to do it again. I just have to kind of figure out a happy medium from building the body, but also not taking away from the rest of my life. So it's pretty hard to do if you're trying to be competitive in this world, because there were some guys there that looked absolutely fantastic, just all put together. They've already got the package, they just need to get bigger over time. And if I'm gonna be competitive, at 38, it's got to be pretty intense. But we'll see. I head to Dubai this evening to go play in a softball tournament this weekend. So that should be super fun. It'll be cool to switch gears for a little bit and not worry too much about what I'm eating and the gym I'm trying to go to. So other than that, man, I'm super happy. The goal was to win a category in a bodybuilding show, and we did that. So dream come true, bucket list check, further pursuit TBD. But I'll let you know. See you then.